But then I know there are those who would be like, oh, wow, so this is a guy who has been doing this content. I want to sit here. I want to know what he has in store. And now that I can see his face, it makes it even more interesting. If I'm left with that kind of people, even if there are just 300 of them, I mean, we can build a community out of that. But you are now in a things-free zone. And in today's episode, we are going to talk about showing the face. If you're subscribed to this channel, then I'm sure you've had this type of introduction before. My previous videos were, surprise, all AI generated, from the voice to the videos, but the script was written entirely by me. I could sit down, write the script, and then go to AI platforms, generate the voice, generate the images, then I edit the video. But it so happens that with time, this one became a little bit tedious. Why? Because career came in. I know that should not be an excuse. My name is Eddie. I am Kenyan, and I am the one behind this channel. Only that the AI generated voices were more of English, Native American English. So today I'm showing face. This is me. I have been behind the content, and I'm going to tell you why I've decided to show my face. One is because producing the AI content that you've been seeing in my channel, maybe right now if you click and look at the videos at my playlist, you'll realize everything there is more like AI generated. But I'm moving away from that content. And why? One, like I've said, it was tedious and time consuming to generate. Two, I just wanted to connect better with you guys. I wanted to create a community of human beings, people who see each other, people who talk to each other, people who share values, people who share experiences and stories. And there was no better way to do this other than to show my face, become vulnerable, become open, and be willing to share a lifelike space with you guys. And so it's kind of scary putting myself out here. I am so good at producing other people's content, but sitting in front of the camera like this for me has not been easy. Of course, I've done it a couple of times, and I can say I'm not so shy on the camera because I train people on how to have a better presence on camera, and this is not a new aspect to me. But then opening up my life to other people like I'm doing today in this video is an entirely new concept for me, and I'm not sure how it's going to be. But what I know is it's going to be scary, it's going to be interesting. It might get to a point where I would want to give up, but that's only natural. I'm human, you're human. Sometimes we get to a point where we say, this is not working, I want to give up. I've been there with this channel quite a number of times. And with this video, I want to start over. I want to generate new content. I want to tell you stories. I want to share experiences with you. I want to travel to places and bring you with me. I want to go searching for jobs and bring you with me. I want to talk to people who have been through a certain struggle. Either they're still struggling or they have come out on the other side successful. I want to bring you into that with me. So again, taking you back into my earlier content, looking at that channel, I used to talk about, relationships and what to do when you feel stuck in a relationship, when people don't value you, this is what you're supposed to do. And I was getting comments on these videos, I was getting good viewership. And behind the screens, I was having some sort of, satisfaction. But it's not the kind of satisfaction I was looking for. So from this moment on, I am opening up to you. And I know this one comes with some repercussions. One, I might lose quite a number of my subscribers who will feel like, oh no, if this is the guy behind these stories, then I'm out of here. That might happen, and I'm open to it. But then I know there are those who would be like, oh wow, so this is a guy who has been doing this content. I want to sit here, I want to know what he has in store. And now that I can see his face, it makes it even more interesting. If I'm left with that kind of people, even if there are just 300 of them, I mean, we can build a community out of that. But My appeal is that if you subscribe to my channel, please stay. Give me a chance. Let's see where this goes. Let's see the kind of stories we are going to tell from this moment. Are they interesting? Give me your opinion. Let me know what you think. Help me generate some kind of topics that you want me to talk about. The kind of people you'd like to see in this channel. And if you are outside Kenya, tell me what would you like to know about Kenya? The living experiences, the hotels, the travel destinations. What would you like to know? And I will take my time and go through these things. And whenever I can, I will make content about it. Okay? So, I have a very interesting story to tell. And that is what, pushed me into doing AI content. A while back, my background is in finance, quite interestingly. And this is a story I'll keep telling you. But then my life did not turn out career-wise as I expected. And I was trying so many things, one after another, and failure kept on knocking me down time to time. And there reached a time when I was almost giving up on myself. And then I realized I'm so good at video production. I've been doing a lot of video production work. And so I decided, how about I start a YouTube channel that will just be focusing on the things I'm going through, relationship-wise, family-wise, career-wise. Only that I will not be showing my face, but I'll be doing it on AI. And I know that those of you who have been thinking of starting an AI-based channel, you've been going through YouTube asking questions like, can an AI channel be monetized? Can I earn money? The answer is yes. You can do your channel purely on AI, voice-generated images and video. And once you hit the 1,000 subscribers and the required threshold on number of hours viewed, then YouTube will monetize you for as long as you do not contravene on the terms and conditions of YouTube, then you're good to go. So if that is something you've been thinking of doing, go ahead and you'll be monetized in due time. So I thought about it, and what I did first was I went down, wrote a couple of scripts, shot the videos, produced them, and I had like 6 videos. So I post the first one, nothing. I post the second one, nothing. The third, fourth, fifth, nothing. And then I got to a point where I said, like everything else, this is not going to work. But a small voice inside told me, how about we post the last video. If it doesn't work, we let it. And on this day, I wasn't feeling like editing that much. So I tell myself, I'm not going to put a lot of effort today. I just want to edit this video as basically as I can, and then I'll throw it to my channel. Let whatever happen, happen. So I edit it, I get the thumbnail out, I get the title, and then I post it. I wake up the following morning, it has a couple of views, 10, 15 maybe, and I tell myself, just like all the rest, is going to fail. Then a week goes by, and the following week on Tuesday, I wake up in the morning and this thing has hit 200 views and 1 comment. I'm like, wow, it's moving. Come evening, this thing is chasing 500. I'm calling it this thing. This video is chasing 500 viewers. Interesting. Now I'm starting to smile at myself and asking myself, what is going on here? The following morning, my subscribers start to grow from 10 to 15 to 20 to 100. And the number starts growing and growing and growing. And by the end of that month, believe you me, by the end of it, within 30 days, I had hit 1,000 subscribers and over, how many hours of watch time was that? But I had hit the threshold of watch time. Then I did one more video, which again sailed on the wave of the previous one. And it also started getting, generating a lot of views and subscribers coming in. And before I knew it, I get an email from YouTube that I am eligible for monetization. And I follow the steps and I receive my codes and everything, and I get monetized. And right now I am monetized. I have not received any money from YouTube because I think after being monetized, I either got scared of continuing or, imposter syndrome. I started feeling like I should do things differently. I should put out more, better quality videos. And then I started spending a lot of time on one video, and production became tedious. It became so demanding. And I think that is why, coupled with my job right now, I stopped. So lately I've been thinking, how about I just go back to the basics? Be human, be a friend, tell stories. And while I tell stories, my camera is running, I'm recording. And that is why I'm here today. I want to share a life with you. I want to build a community with you. I want to share stories with you. I want you to learn from me the same time I learn from you. So my appeal is, yes, now you know my face. You might like me, you might dislike me, you might subscribe, you might unsubscribe. But my appeal is, let us build a community. Let's work together. Let's build stories together. Humanity is built on stories. Civilization came because of stories. Our kids learn from our experiences. When we grow old, we narrate to them what we used to do while we were young. And they build on that, and they're going to tell stories of that, And the entire world is carried by story. Look at news, look at documentaries, look at magazines, all those are stories. And there is no day on earth where stories will be outdated. We just get tools and new ways of telling them, but a story remains a story. And as I close up today, I want to invite you in because I have a lot to share. I've been through so much, both successes and failures, relationship-wise, career-wise, friends, family, religion. And I think I've found answers to some of these things, and I'm willing to share them with you. And that is the mission of this channel, to bring back stories, to bring back connections, to share stories, moments, and coffee. Sometimes I love coffee and tea. And to just help each other cross to the next level. Networking, you might find somebody here who is knowledgeable on what you're trying to do, or they have a connection to where you're trying to go, Feel free to tell me. And until the next episode where I'll be sharing my life story, keep safe, and I'll be seeing you. And keep smiling, by the way.